Hello, everybody! Welcome to the party. What is up? How's it going? What's the haps? Hello, Frankinator. You redeemed hello, so you get a hello. Hello. Chapter 5 releases February 18th. I'm not caught up with Poppy Playtime at all, so I need to play the other ones. Maybe that'll be February 18th. Maybe I'll start doing that, every few streams. I'll replay all of Poppy Playtime. I think I've only played the first and second, and I've watched playthroughs of the other ones. Then, hello, Duncan, hello, welcome to the party, what's up, how's it going? Haven't seen you in a while, welcome back. Hi, hello everybody, I hope everybody had a good New Year. No, I've played since New Year. I've said hi since New Year, so I hope everybody had a good first week of New Year, I guess, because I vanished right after that. I had Christmas with my parents, like family. We did it just in the New Year because my brother couldn't get time off work over the actual holiday, so my New Year is really starting now. So I've been playing a ton of Blueprints. Good luck. Thank you. I need it. Please don't spoil. No spoilers, no spoilers. But if you'd like to see me struggle, you're in the right place, because I don't know what I'm doing. Second week of New Year's. I mean, like, how was everybody's, like, first full week, though? Because that's the week that I miss. You know? Also, hi. Pain, welcome back. How are you? Or son of Pain, or whatever your name is. Hi. I'll figure it out eventually. I'm still getting back into this whole streaming thing. Ugh, names were hard. It was okay. What? If it's bad, then there's nowhere to go but up. So let's look at that. It's easy to access spoil stuff. It seems that way. A lot of people are like have been, tiptoeing around things. But yeah, if you want to lurk, that's awesome. If I do get stuck, I will be very explicitly clear that like, hi, I would like an answer to this. So, we're about 20 days in, and I still feel like I am barely scratching the surface of this game. But that being said, let's get back into it. Day 22. Whoa. Crazy. Oh, Duncan, and anybody else who's listening, if you want to see the first 21 days of the playthrough of this game, it is all up on my YouTube as of yesterday. I posted the big long episode that was the days 17 through 21. So you can catch up there. And if you've been following all of Blueprints, I think you should drop a subscription anyway, because there's very soon gonna be a playthrough of a game called Firewatch that I did off of stream. So that content is only going to be on my YouTube. 90% of streamers call me son or Senno. Yeah, I think I started calling you son, and then it's been a week, and so everything reset. Guys. Guys, this is new. What happened? What happened? There's new stuff. There's never new stuff. Oh, man. Oh, I stepped over the threshold. Now I'm wasting steps. Hello, Haz. Welcome to the party. What's up? How's it going? Oh, wait. I mean subscription on YouTube, son. There's no, that one's free. Sub on YouTube. Here, you don't have to. But on YouTube, then you should subscribe on YouTube. And then you'll be able to watch, the Firewatch gameplay. But I got my allowance. I remember now. I got, like, a thing. Oh, wow. Master Simon, good morning. It's come to my attention that you have been granted a daily allowance to use while on the estate. If it is convenient for you, I will leave the required sum here in the entrance hall each morning. If there's anything else you require, please do not hesitate to ask. Even though we have all been requested to remove ourselves from the premises during your stay, I can assure you I'm still personally overseeing that the estate is at least operating at a baseline standard of service that I hope you will one day come to expect of us. Anne Babbage, house manager. Okay, yeah, I remember I got an allowance now of 5 every single day. I also have the outer room. I have the foundation is here all the time now. Wow, I'm gonna waste all my steps and I'm gonna go to the outer room. Teehee. I shot a big hole in my bank account for a really nice jacket, heels, and pickles. Life is great. I am great. No one can touch me. Honestly, that is such a vibe. That is such a great way to start the new year, too. Love. Classrooms, dig spots, or special floor plans now cost steps instead of gems. Let's do that. I don't know. This is new. Mine's left of it by 1 square. Yeah, it's wherever you end up drafting the foundation. It'll stay there. So yours is like here. Yeah, mine is really nice. Do you remember Teehee Lamau? I mean, kind of. I feel if there's any... Oh. Oh! What the heck? What the heckin' heck? Oh, a note. Notice of term. Oh no. Dear Mr. Ravane, your half-hearted dedication and maintenance of the grounds has been greatly appreciated. However, I regret to inform you that your services as a groundskeeper at Mount Holly will no longer be required, effective immediately. This decision has been made after careful consideration and is based upon repeated observations and documented instances of neglect in the performance of your duties. The state of the green rooms, in particular, has deteriorated significantly over the last few months, which reflects poorly on the rest of the staff. You are required to vacate the hovel by the 20th of March, ensuring all tools and equipment belonging to the estate are returned to the tool shed in good condition. Your final wages will be settled promptly upon completion of these instructions. We thank you for your time and service and wish you the best in your future endeavors. Wow. Or Mr. Ravane. He was bear traps. Spooky. Is that 45 rooms, 2 wings, 9 ranks, 45292 coincidence? Where is room 46? 7590. Tested my full house theory, no luck, as expected. 2 starting rooms, antechamber sealed. This 45292 thing is important somewhere. Safe code, perhaps? Gate code, perhaps? I'm writing it down. Miscellaneous. 45292 question mark? I have one lit also, but I have not opened this room yet. Cool to see from another player's perspective. Oh, that's so fancy. So there's, yeah, I mean, that makes sense. It's probably whichever, I'm assuming there's 4 things that connect to that, and it's just whichever one you find first is gonna start it. Sorry, okay, my family group chat texting is going crazy because there's football on, and they all talk about the football, and then I get all the texts. And I wanna go look at it. Where is it? It's over down here? Wait, where is it? Yes, down here. Does that mean all of these light up too? Wait, is there more than 4? Or if we light up the 4, will it light up all the other ones? I cannot interact with it. Interesting. We're trying to figure that one out the gate. Yeah, there's a way to do it. Obviously, because I did it. I won't spoil it, though, unless you ask. If you watch my videos, then you'll get it spoiled for you. So maybe don't do that, I guess, if you don't want the spoily spoils of how I got it. I'm sure there's multiple ways to do it, but... Check your vids out later, thanks. Cool. But yeah, I guess that is a warning, then. If you haven't figured that out yet, that'll be, Oh, let's do this, so I can get the library right here at the end. It'll be nice. And a key. Items now. Alright. Lebruru. Woo, love the Lebruru. Woo. What book did I check out this time? The Fixed Stars. This book contains a complete star-based list of constellations spanning on number of stars, blah, 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 blah. Oh, this is the same one that's in... Yeah, okay. I thought that might be the case. Oh, so sorry. I thought that might be the case, that when you checked out this book, it would just be the exact same one. But I figured it, like, I'm going down the list of library books regardless, so. Okay. Oh, the wine cellar. I've never gotten. Oh. Yes. Solarium. This is one that I recently added. I think this is the first time I've drafted it since I added it to the pool. Mr. Nagula? Anne wanted me to remind you once again that it is expected of you to keep the grass in the cloister cut and the trees trimmed. I have a feeling you may have forgotten how to open the cloister wall again. So to save you some stern words, I decided to draw you a little diagram to help you out. Who knows, maybe this time it will stick. Sympathetically, Bridget. Cloister grounds access. Wait while face to face with the angel. Press the base of the 2 pillars on either side of you. Hell yeah. I've drafted the cloister before, but I did not know how to get into the center of it, so now I will take this. This can go in miscellaneous, I guess. I have a Notion page with my notes, which I keep saying I'm gonna give you guys a link to at some point. I'll do it eventually, maybe. I don't know. Just remind me. Yell at me. Start yelling at me angrily. Oh, and there's a pawn in here. What is this? The solarium? Chess pieces. Pawn in the solarium. I don't know if that's gonna be useful, but just in case. Stairs and stars, that's the letter I. Okay. Let me open a puzzle box. Puzzle box. Okay. Oh, this one's different. Real Mist Masterpiece. I've never heard of Mist. Is that another sort of like roguelite puzzle situation? Okay, yellows when you tap on them go up. Greens will swap with the yellow. Oh. Swap diagonal or across. But I don't know. Oh, right. I remember how to do this. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, that was a lot easier than I thought. It's not a roguelike, but the whole island just puzzles itself. Ooh, okay. Allowance token is permanently increased by 2. Let's go. All right, where am I going? Ooh, I did kind of lock myself out of some rooms here, but that's okay, because I'll just go here. That's the door that can't open now, but I still have these 2. So, could be worse, could be worse. Let's see, observatory. I have 9 stars right now, so I'll get a combination of things, and then I'll get, yeah, and then I'll have 10 stars. Let's do this, why not? Why not? Boop. What do we get? Oh, apples, and I think pizza size just gives me steps. Nice. Alright. So we leveled the apple today. Good to know, good to know. Oh, 6 steps for the ballroom. But the ballroom, I know, has pieces of a puzzle in it. It has part of the sheet music puzzle. We're gonna do it. It has parts of a puzzle. That's what I haven't seen yet. I drafted this like my first or second day and didn't have information to actually gain anything from it, but now I do. Sheet music puzzle. Woo. Okay. Sheet music words. R is 6. But then under is also 6. And then 7 is, I mean, I guess under the stars, the dance is held, and to the floor we are compelled. The gowns glide on, and music swells, and at the end, the clock strikes 12. What that means, only time can tell. 2 remain for one last dance, and spin again around clock hands. And as they turn, a second chance to rise above the falling sands, the true time lost in past romance. Aww. Okay. Yeah. True is word 7, which is actually 2 is word 7. So what I have so far is first words on the blank are true message, which is find among the white blank under 2 stones. So what I really need, 5 is the important page here. And I'm also really proud of myself for figuring out the first word, like, that the first words were the actual puzzle there. I'm proud of that. I figured that out, and I'm so cool and amazing and smart. Okay. Under 2 stones. Find among the white blank under 2 stones. Interesting. Oh, well, clearly I'm doing the bedroom. It's the only one that gives me another door. Ooh. No, I can't use the key, because if I do and I find a locked room, I'm just screwed. Yeah, let's do security. Before I go into security, though, I'm gonna loop back around here for this dead-end room. For, like, this last room from the main hall. And I'm probably gonna choose, like, a storeroom or something. Oh! No, I'll save the cloister for when I actually, like, would benefit from the doors. The storeroom... Oh, or I could do the steps. Oh, both could be really good, because I've been using a lot of steps this game. Or this go about. Let's do the guest bedroom and get these 10 steps. Because I need it desperate. Ooh, key! The car keys. Woo, love. Alright. And then I save some steps here. Very nice. Okay. Still nothing there. Let's log into the security real quick and talk. Keycard system. Keycard system settings. Security level low, because I don't want these right now. Offline mode. Unlocked. Or if I get that. Do I need to do anything else? View state inventory. Yep, there's a trunk. Can't get into that right now. Did not mean to do that. The Mac. I never have enough gems to draft the cloister. That room's controlling me. I've done it one time. And I wasn't able to do anything with it. Except for having 4 doors. So this will be exciting to do stuff. Swang song. Is there anything I can do in this? I can't remember. It's been like a week, and I should have taken the time and sat down and rewatched my own videos to, like, refresh myself on where I am in this game. But I didn't. Okay. Staff services, remote terminal access. Can I do this? Oh, no, I have to have... Okay. No, that makes sense. I have to have them... Just the data transfer. Oh, okay. Should watch all your bits you're missing out. I lived through them. No, I should, because they'll remind me of, like, random things that I've completely missed. Because I'm sure there are some. I already have the terminal password. Has this always been coffee? Am I going crazy? I think it has. Ooh, workshop! Yes. Not that I have anything in my inventory that much right now, but there's a puzzle that I'm working on. T. There we go. T. Oh, and a broken lever. How fun. This rock always has a different letter on it. The letters I have right now are O-N-A-I-T. I don't think I can combine. Yeah. Okay. That's fine, but if I find more stuff, then I can combine. Well, I guess parlor it is. And we'll get ourselves some Jenny Gems. Let's see, let's see, let's see. The box next to this box is false. The box next to this box is a box next to this box is true. Wait, the box next to this box is false. A box next to this box is true. Well, okay, here's the thing. If this is false, like this one says, then that means both of these are false, which means all three of these are false. So this one is true. This one is false because this one is true. So that means this one is true. And the box next to this box contains gems. Yay! I'm so smart. I'm so amazing. I love the gem puzzle. She never misses. I never miss. I guess conference room, because otherwise this run is, yeah, otherwise this run is dead because the security is a security door and I don't have anything to do. I don't have any way to do that. Okay, and now we just open doors. Ooh. Office can get some money. Mail room! Wait, yes! Oh, I need the mail room! I need the mail room because I have the magnifying glass. Wait, guys. Gem. Let me see! Did they ever prove he was the one that stole the Baron's mail? Please return all correspondence and packages addressed to Denny Ravain. Oh, he's the guy out. He was the groundskeeper dude. He is no longer employed with our staff. Did they ever prove he was the one that stole the Baron's mail? Huh. Okay. Where's my miscellaneous note? Oh no, people. Denny Ravain, no longer employed. Packages returned to sender. He was the former groundskeeper. Former groundskeeper. Allegedly stole Baron's mail, but not proven? Question mark? Big Is this the same? Yeah, this is the same letter. Anything new in the mailroom? No, I'll get a package tomorrow though. That's pretty dope. This is, oh! Royal Mail. What is I'm writing down that number. I don't know what it means, but I'm writing it down. Miscellaneous. Number on mail room bag. 4534782. Interesting. Very interesting. This is me just clicking on everything to see if I've missed anything in this room. I have not. All right. We're opening more doors for more puzzle. Well. That is the end of the day. Though, okay, we got some good information, so it's not a complete waste of a run. It just ended pretty quickly, I feel like. It's gonna be like, oh, you have a very small, teeny tiny house today. And I'll be like, yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I'm gonna run around, make sure I didn't miss anything hiding somewhere. No, actually, security would have told me if there was any other items, right? Double check. Yeah, no. Okay. So we can just... Oh, that's not what I wanted. I wanted this. I mean, I guess I could call it a day from there, but... Call it a day. Call it... This is a very fast day, but we're just gonna do it now. Quaint cottage. Yes, we're small. We're small little cottage. What an exhausting day. We learned a lot, okay? We learned a lot. We turned in early because we have to mull over all of the new information that we got. Didn't continue. Ooh. And we're gonna be going into this for Twitch viewers. There is an ad about to start, but you're only gonna miss the very beginning of the day, so it's fine. Day 23. Exciting, exciting. Also, hi everybody on YouTube. I don't think I've said that yet. Hi, how are you? I hope you're having a great day. Okay. I'm going to pick up the package. Lockpick gems and keys. Oh my goodness. I am getting spoiled with this first package. I'll grab that, and then I'm gonna go straight over here to get my outside house. Tomb. Each time you draft a dead end, you get money. Shelter protects you from the negative effects of the next 3 red rooms. Let's try. I've never crafted the shelter before. Or drafted it. I've like pulled it before but never drafted it. Oh my goodness. Anything down here? The music got all spooky. The music gets very spooky. A ladder. Remain where you are for now. Given that the Red Guard is due tomorrow, we've agreed with your plan and disabled remote access to other terminals and have sealed the network mainframe. Regardless of the danger, I am still not willing to risk removing shelter from the draft pool while the 3 of you are down there. Our best bet is to sit tight and hope for a little bit of luck. What the heck? Okay, so somebody actually... There were 3 people hiding here from the Red Guard. Do we know who the Red Guard is? I'm gonna write this down. Miscellaneous. Red Guard? Question mark? Okay, I'm starting to think, and this is something I've kind of thought, but I'm starting to think, we're the Blueprints. But then there's these books written about the Red Prince, and now there's the Red Guard, and the Red Prince loves the color red and only the color red, and I'm thinking like that's the other royal family somehow, but also our aunt wrote that or something? Molly bomb shelter. Time lock safe. Where's the blue guard? We need help. Yeah. Any date and time, as long as it's at least 1 hour in the future. Once unlocked, the time lock safe will remain open. I don't know what time it is or what day it is. It's November something. It's been 20 days. We started partway through November. It might be December 1st. Oh my gosh, it doesn't cycle. And you can't press and hold the button. But, like, is the time... Is there a time in-game? Okay. If the rating is 12 or higher, emergency protocol will initiate. It's not 12. What can I do from here? Is it the same stuff? Wait, this is... The fact that there's a bomb shelter and there's all of this, like, there's some deep lore here that I am not aware of. Oh, yeah, this is just the same stuff. Okay. This is the time lock save. I don't know what... It's day 23. Day 22. Day 21. But I don't know what day we started. I know there's gotta be a date somewhere. You can see. I didn't mean to do this. Alright. I have this opening at... What did I do? 5 p.m.? 6 p.m. on December 1st? Wait, there's clocks in the house. I can know what time it is by looking at the clocks in the house. And I'm sure there's a way for me to figure out the date, because they've been calendars and everything. I just need to figure out what day I came here and add 22 days to that. Oh my goodness. Okay. Right. Because it's current... There's no clock in here. Really, I have to find a clock. You're joking. Oh, and of course this isn't dated. Ugh, okay. Next 3 bedrooms. Oh, there's a clock literally right here. It is currently almost 9. Probably in the morning because it just started. Oh, let's do the corridor because then I know it's not going to be locked. But I think sometimes I can find items in the spare room. Let's do this, because then we get the library, which will have fun rooms to draft. And then I can also request another book. Oh! Wait. I can check out the book. And then, ooh, a treasure map. Treasure. This is all the way to the left. And then up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the treasure room. I don't need that. I don't need that. I guess do this one because that's like related to stuff. And then when I get it, the book will say what day that I picked it out. Like next time I draft the library, I'll be able to know what day it is. Unless it won't tell me the date here, will it? In the records? I know it's been 23 days. But I don't think it says anything about like the actual dates of anything. The scrapbook. My first claim ticket. Wow, cute. November 5th, I was named the heir, so it's definitely after the 5th. Tool shed. Most drafted corridor poly. Yeah, that makes sense. Most paid for a drawing room. Yeah, security. Courtyard. Most time spent in security. Library entrance hall. Burning glass. Lucky purse. Largest purchase was a gem pack. Was avoided floor plans. Freezer, root cellar, tomb. Highest grade. 1. Interesting. Okay. Okay, so it's definitely after November 5th. It's at least 20 days after November 5th. or at least 23 days, so that'd be the 28th. So okay, so I was kind of close. I was pretty good when I said like 1st of it's not currently the 1st of December, but it's near-ish the 1st of December. Laundry room, bookshop, book for I've never gotten that. I'm gonna get that one just because it's new. Bookshop, books for sale. Oh, and what are you? Reddington Herald, a new clue sold out in hours. It should come as no surprise that the latest book from local author Marion Marigold is breaking literary records and making headlines even in absentia. The release of her new book, A New Clue, comes only 14 months after the distressful report of the author's mysterious and unexplained disappearance. Her current publisher has issued a statement debunking the conspiracy theories surrounding the book's recent announcement, stating, the writing of the book was completed and well into the editing stages many months before the disappearance. In addition, the publisher has revealed that all of the proceeds from the first edition sales of A New Clue will be going to Lasting Hope, a nonprofit organization that aims to provide resources and intel into the investigations of missing persons. Still, the timing and conveniently mysterious title of Marigold's third book has left many cynics denouncing the book and her disappearance as a cheap publicity stunt. Detective Bon Margall, who many theorize may have been the inspiration for A New Clue, was quoted only saying that the book was unintentionally accurate. Regardless of their opinions, fans, pundits, and cynics alike were standing together elbow to elbow in bookshop queues this morning, eager to get their hands on what may very likely be the last words ever published by the missing author. I stopped being able to read. Love that. Oh, Bishop. Chess pieces. Bishop. Bookshop. Alright, can I buy? A new... Okay. Will permanently be added to the library and available to check out on your next visit. Interesting. I don't have enough monies. Interesting. A black chess piece? Yeah, there's been black... Oh my gosh, I have not been paying attention to if they're black or white. Should I start doing that? I'm gonna start doing that. There's chess pieces found in a lot of the rooms, and I'm marking down. The pawn from yesterday was black. The one in the solarium. Is there a chess piece in the library? Not that I've seen. Okay. Thank you. I will write that down. Solarium is a black one. How many chess pieces are in a game of chess? Oh, the rook is white. How many squares are in a chessboard? God, I've watched The Queen's Gambit so many times and she mentions it and I can't remember the number. Because if I knew how many pieces, how big a chessboard was, or knew how many pieces were in a chess set, then I would know how many of these I was looking for. I'm protected by the red effects of this room now, which is very nice. That's why I just immediately grabbed it. Courtyard! Or the den gives me a jump, but the courtyard is fun. And it's always left unlocked. Let's do that. A hammer. A sledge hammer. Hammer of the sledge variety. Commissary. Closet gives me 2 items, but the storeroom gives me a bunch of stuff that I can use. I want stuffs. Ah. Running shoes and a key. Let's go. I could sit down here and try and name all the chess pieces. I kind of don't want to because I fear I will make a mistake and then everybody will laugh at me. And also that would take a lot of time. Bedroom is white. Did I? Frick, there was a bishop in the chapel, and I did not write down. I think the white bishop in the chapel. I'm so used to, like, the ones that I've seen just being like, oh, yeah, you know, whatever, don't have to pay attention to them, that I'm still not paying attention to them, even though I need to now. Parlor, because I actually get stuff from it, and then also I can check black pawn in the parlor. Alright, let's get ourselves some Jimmy Jams. Jimmy Jim Jams. The gems are in another box. The truth is on another box. The words another box are on another box. Well, this is true. This is true. So if these two are both true, then this one has to be false, which means the gems are in this box. I never miss. I'm so cool and amazing. Commissary. I have my. Oh, I could buy books at the bookshop now. I have money. I could also buy stuff at the commissary. Let's get a gem at the den. Let's do the commissary and see what we have. 21st of the. Oh, it's not on sale. I missed the sale. Sale is over. I can buy a shovel! Yes, I need the shovel. I need the shovel so bad. Because there were so many dig spots in the courtyard. Well, I don't want a dead end, so hallway it is, because I don't have enough gems for that. I should probably actually have gone down here to try and fill this out. Laboratory. Experimental house features. I'm gonna grab it. I still haven't done much with it. Did this change? No. What is this? Can only be accessed via security. Okay, but I know that's not true. It's actually only accessed in the office. Oh, a broken lever. Have fun. Yeah, I know there's like stuff in here that is a mystery to me. But I don't know how to do it yet. Okay. Yeah, let's go down this way. Whoa. Oh, I don't have the gems for that. We'll do the den, because it gives me a gem. And also doors. Ah, the den is a white pawn. If I go this way, it'll get me towards the treasure chest. Treasure room. I have to do the dining room. I can't even consider these ones because then I can't get to the treasure at all. I'll completely lock myself out because the treasure's right here, I think. Has to be the dining room. Oh, a coupon book. A coupon book. Wow. I think there's a pawn. Oh, it's a white pawn in the dining room. I think there's more than 47, aren't there? Okay, hold on. I need to think. So there's the king and queen. 2 knights, 2 bishops, 2 rooks. Rooks, knights, bishops, king, queen, right? Am I missing one? No. Well, the parlor had a black pawn, and that was one of the very first rooms I ever got, so. Right? Because it's the rooks on the outside, then your knights, your bishops, your king, and your queen. So that's 8. And then there'll be 8 pawns. So that's 8 and 8. That's 16. 16 and 16 is 32. That is less than the 46 rooms. So there's 36, or wait, right? 16, 16. 16 and 16 is 32. Yeah, because the board has 64 spots on it. It's an 8x8 board. Yes, 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 yes. So, yeah, it's a whole world made of 64 spaces. So, theoretically, all of the pieces can be found. There are more rooms in this house than there are chessboard pieces. Okay, I'm turning. Hold on. Sorry. Can I actually, maybe I can capture this so you guys can look at it. If I put this here and then I turn, what if I just do add just a display capture and I make this my main monitor. Just for now, so that you guys can see what I'm doing. And I want my 27-inch monitor. Hey! Hello, everybody. How's it going? This is my monitor. So these are my blueprints notes. It's mostly just like a list of stuff in toggle lists. What I think I'm gonna do is turn this into a chart. A table. And we're gonna have yeah, so this is gonna be the color. We're gonna have the black pieces, white pieces, and then this is going to be, all right, we have the king. Okay, well, look at this. There's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know how many pieces there are. Not that many. Okay, queen. Then we have rooks. And there's 2 of each of these. Whoa. Not 20. 2 rooks. Bishop. Knight. 2, 4, 6, 7. Yeah. 2 rooks, 2 bishops, 2 knights. The king and the queen. For each color. And then the pawns, which there are 8 of. 8 of. I'm so good at typing. I've never seen fun lists before. Is it on the App Store? So this is like fun lists is so this whole app is called Notion. Fun lists is my Notion page that has my lists of fun things on them. So yeah, it's called Notion. It is on the App Store. I really like it. You can do a lot with it. It's a very fun note-taking app. I could give a whole like deep dive into Notion, but I'm in the app. Thanks. Yeah, the app is Notion, and Fun List is just has my list of notes, and then my fun lists are on my dashboard, and it's a whole big thing. Okay, so what do I have? Wait, let me move this up here. Okay. So a pawn in the storm, I don't know what that is. The bedroom is a white pawn. The dining room is a white pawn. It's bigger. Thank you. The nursery is a pawn, but we don't know what color. The den is a white pawn. Bunk room and guest bedroom, we don't know. The parlor. And, oh, no. Shit, there you go. Solarium are black pawns. Oh, did I drop the bedroom or the guest bedroom? Oh, no. I might have to double check this. Okay, one of the white rooks is in the nook. The white bishop is in the chapel. The black bishop is in the bookshop. One of them. And that means we found all of the bishops. I just need to know what color these two are. And that's all we have. We know the king and the queen are in these two places, like a king and a queen are here, but we don't know what colors those are yet. But this is a much more organized version of it, I think, now that I know that all of the pieces are probably going to be able to be found. So, okay. Cool. Let us go back to the... Oh, that's not where I wanted that. Go back to the game. Alright, so we're in the dining room, and the dining room had a white pawn. Cool, we got that. Where am I now? What's going on? I need to open a door. I need to open this door. Open? Yay! West Wing Hall is the only one that I want, because I want to keep going upwards so that I can get to the treasure room. Sure, let's use a lockpick kit. I should be able to see these because this is only the second red room and I have the shelter. Sheltered, darker. Oh, does that also mean? Oh. I don't have the magnifying glass though. It's okay. A bomb. Not a bomb, a battery pack. But it looks like a bomb. So the lights don't go out because that's part of the downside of this room, I guess. I didn't even realize that was part of, like, I guess the negative effects. The apples are not store-bought? What? Hold on, let me get this and now I'm gonna... Picture? Wait, I said time to start digging, and now it's not letting me dig. Oh. Those are not store-bought. Got like 6 or 7. The RNG is actually kind of amazing in this game. Yeah, there's definitely days where I don't get, like, anything. I thought I saw an apple tree. Oh, yeah. There's a whole orchard outside. 40! Oh my god! Yeah, in this picture, that's a whole orchard outside. Yeah. We can get to it. I just don't know the, padlock code. So, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I'm going to the bookshop now because I'm afraid that I'm going to run out of steps. Holy cannoli. Well, okay, I may as well draft these rooms real quick, see what they are, because I can actually see them. I'm protected from this, so I could do this if I wanted. And I won't lose my stuff right now. Okay, and now red rooms will matter, because 3 red rooms. Lockpick kit? Sure. Okay, I'll use a key then. Oh. Oh. Yes. Hold on. I'm gonna do this. And I'm gonna buy some food. And add morning room. Let's do that. Yeah, it's also cheaper. Let's go. Beef stew pie. Alright, we're gonna do like a little loop-de-doop around, and then we'll head back. I don't have the gems for that. I could get gems, but this'll for sure connect me to the foundation. Let's do that. That door opening scared me. Okay, so the weight room could potentially connect to the foundation. I have these 2 rooms down here that I can use to get like items and stuff. I feel like I should go down to the bookshop now and buy my books while I still have the steps. And then I can come up and keep exploring, because if I run out of steps and I can't get back there, then that's big bummer. So let's go do that now. And it's kind of, I guess, a waste of steps to backtrack and then come back again. But I'd rather... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, no, 7, 8. I'm not super close. So I was gonna say, if I accidentally... Here. What's this gonna be? Oh, yeah, let's grab the mailroom. I don't even have to walk in, right? Yeah, order place. I don't even have to walk in. And then I'll get items tomorrow. Yeah. Go through the commissary. Down through the parlor. Into the bedroom, which saves me some steps. Oh, and then I can shovel all of this shovel-y bits right now on the way back. A rock? How fun. A key! Very fun. And then I can open this chapel door and see if it gives me something cool. It's fine if it's a dead end. There's so many things. Let's do the utility closet. Wait, no, because security... The utility closet doesn't really matter unless I have security as well. Nursery will give me the information about which pawn is in the nursery. Oh, well, security will also tell me which knight is in the security room. Ooh. Oh, wait. I literally have to do the utility closet. I don't have any gems. Silly me. I'm gonna keep this turned on right now because I don't know what, or I can't, not what I wanted. Because right now, if I get a security card and the power is still on, then I can go through the doors. If I turn them off, they're just gonna stay locked, and then even if I get a security key card, I won't be able to open them because they'll be powered off. So I want the power on right now. All right. I have 40. I could get the Curse of Blackbridge right now. Or I could get multiples. I could get more drafting strategies, which could be helpful. And then I could get, like, Realm and... I could get both drafting strategies and Realm and Ruin. Or Realm and Rune. I've never seen the bookshop before, though. And what are the odds that I have a bookshop and a ton of money at the same time next time I get it? But then I have no money left. But I don't need money for anything right now. Yeah, we're doing that. Rare, probably. Yeah, I'm gonna get the most expensive book right now. Because there are odds that I won't... Oh, I did get the normal bedroom, not the guest bedroom. I just noticed I was confused about that. Okay. Yeah, if I get the expensive one now, then next time I can, you know, it'll be easier for me. Like, it's easy to get the cheaper books, right? Because I don't need to have as much money. Obviously, that's how money works. So if I get the cheaper ones now, or the more expensive one now, that's gonna be like the harder one to get, so I get the hardest one now. If I had like 50 coins, then I obviously would have gotten... Either go to the foundation room or try and go to the weight room. I'm gonna try and go to the weight room because I can get into the foundation the other way. I don't know how much time the devs spent testing this. Probably so much. Also, hi Benora, welcome to the party. What's up? How's it going? I'm gonna get this because I need these steps badly. And then where is that pawn? Okay, so the guest bedroom is also a white pawn. I can't imagine. This game probably took so much time to like code and test and everything. Oh, I have the coupon book. I can get a banana. We love a banana. Is there anything hiding back here? No. This room is so annoying. I'm sure it has some positive things somewhere. I don't know. But I feel like it's always just annoying to me. Pebbles. I don't care about pebbles. Give me something good. Nothing of interest. That's an option? You can just dig up literally nothing? Okay. Going down there is pointless because I don't have a basement key. That's blocked off, and that is a secure. This run is dead. All this effort, and this run is dead. Do I have a workshop to try and do stuff? No. Go to the laboratory, but I don't think I can do anything with the laboratory. Go downstairs and see if there's randomly anything in the basement. I don't think there is, though. It's just a basement door that I can't get to because I don't have the basement door key. That's very spooky. Yeah. That's it. There's nothing down here. Let me in. Oh, wait, what? Oh, yeah, okay. I was like, wait, what? No, you have to have the special basement room key. All right, I think this run is just over. Because that's a security door. And there's no other doors. I think I'm gonna call it. But not. An ordinary villa. Ordinary size. I wish we could rotate rooms. I do too. There's an item you can get that lets you do that. Rotating rooms would be so massive, dude. That would be so good. Yeah, there's an item you can get. I've never actually gone and used it, but I know it exists. Okay. Oh. You guys, I have this fun command that counts how many Diet Cokes that I drink on stream. I have seen enough. It shall go to my wish list. Honestly, Blueprints is such a fun game, Nora. Highly recommend. Sleeping Mask, coupon books, and gems. Let's go. The only downside for me recommending it is because it's a puzzle game, if you want the whole, like, going in blind experience, I will not watch, or I will not be seeing you in my videos. So sad. Does it reset each stream, or are you checking them right now? It does not reset each stream. It'll just be a continuous count over time. I've only had one. The other one that's on the count is from, like, another stream. Items for trade, tool shed. Let's do the tool shed. I love the tool shed. It gives me such a... See? Love that. A metal detector? We love. And a watering can. What does this do? First time you enter each green room, use water to gain a gem. Right. As it shall be. I lurk for now. Goodbye, Venora. Thank you for lurking. You should definitely get this game and play it, and then come back and watch my playthrough after you've played it. Good news. My entire playthrough is gonna be on YouTube. Woo! So that'll be so exciting. Yay. Okay, bye. Laboratory. Oh, because then I can see what date it is. Library. 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 All right, what day is it? What day is it? What day is it? November 30. Oh, I already checked out Swimbird. Gosh darn it. All right. But now I know. November 30th, and what day is it today? It's day 23? Right? Day 24. Day 24 is November 30th. Alright, alright, alright. A coin. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Alright. Let's continue. So now we know what day it is. Music room! I've only gotten this one other time, but it gives you a major key. What is this? The prism key. If you unlock a door with the prism key, you will draw floor plans of the same color in the green room, hallway, bedroom. Oh my gosh. Interesting. Okay. Yin Yang, thank you for lurking. Appreciate it. I have not been on raid in so long. I feel like such a loser. Ran out of steps to investigate though. Oh. Bummer. Running out of steps is the most saddening thing in this game. Like, it's the worst way to die, and it makes me so sad. Okay, well, I may as well do a closet because it's a dead end anyway, and this is gonna be a dead end, and then I get stuff. There's only positives. Ivory dye and a gem. Yin Yang, is Assassin's Creed and Raid Shadow Legends now? Do I need to log in and update it and play? Early game raid is tough. It is. It is? Okay. I need to log in and get Assassin's Creed stuff. I like Assassin's Creed. Yeah, I haven't been on a raid in like a month. It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, I'll have to log on for. I saw something about that, I think, in the Discord channel, and I was like, ooh. Ooh. Oh, this is I play for the next 2 weeks. If you want at least one of the 5 AC characters. Okay, I'll log on tomorrow. After stream, I'm doing stuff. Well, maybe tonight I'll log on super, super late. But at this point, it's what, 6? I think the daily reset starts at like 7, so I don't think I'll be able to get 2 in. But okay, this one's a good one. Do I have a shovel? No. Oh, but I can get a gem. This is free. If I get the gem and then I use the watering can, I'll get another gem. Daily reset just restarted? Okay, so yeah, I won't rush then. But I will start locking on. Yeah, I think this is the best one. It's basically a free room because of the watering can. And it's always unlocked. Hell yeah. Watering can. Yay! Oh, and there's a shovel in here! Yeah! A rock! Yay! A turnip? Wow! I just got so many steps. Alright. Do I want to do... I'm gonna go back to the ancient hall. Because one of the, like, drafting books that I read said to, like, do the low-level stuff and slowly work your way up. Oh. The kitchen is so smart to get. Because then once I get to level 8, if I get a dining room, I guess. Well, actually, no, I would get that anyway. Maybe I don't need the kitchen, actually. Let's do a pantry. Pantry gives me free food. And then I can get the kitchen at a place that, like, is further in so that I don't have to backtrack completely and use all my steps to try and get more steps. Like, that's pointless. The den is good. This, I'll be at, like, what, 12 stars? Do I want to use my 1 gem for the observatory? No, I'm gonna use the den and get another gem. And we have this in the white palm. Yes, we do. Ooh. Yeah, why not? Maybe I'll get a sledgehammer and then I could just bust it open, but... Oh my gosh, see? 2 ivory dye. I can reroll so much stuff now. I don't like it. Drawing room is fabulous, though. Love. Do I need to know what's in here? No. Okay. Oh, there's a white pawn in the drawing room. I don't even have this written down at all. Wow. What is this? Oh, that's the tutorial for drawing. Alright, so here I want a good dead-end room. None of these are good dead-end rooms. Guest bedroom is a fabulous dead-end room. Let's do that. Get 10 more steps in here, and a gem, and 5 more steps because of the sleeping mask. Wow, I'm so smart. I'm so brilliant. This was such a good pull. Oh, see, that would have been great to get for the dead end. But I'm gonna go with the parlor. I'll get gems. And keep a door open. This. Give me this. Oh, what? Is there something else that I'm getting for free real quick? What? Oh, car keys! Heck yeah. I didn't know. Okay, I'm gonna have to start checking that table. I didn't know stuff could spawn on that table. Oh, that's a fun little... Interesting. Didn't know stuff could spawn back there either. How do I get out of here? Let me out. Okay, the gems are in this box. Okay. This statement is of no help at all. Great. The gems are in the blue box. I guess this could be false, and these are both true because it is helpful. But it doesn't really help. Well, yeah, because, okay, if this is false, it doesn't tell me which one it's in. If this one is false, it doesn't tell me which one these are in. So I think it has to be the blue box, and that this is actually of some help because this is helpful because if these are both false, then we just don't have, it could be either one of these boxes and we have no idea. So, because if these two are either both true or both false. If they're both false, then then the gem could be either one of these. If these are both true, then this statement is also true, or is false, but it is kind of helpful. Because it says of no help at all, but it is helpful. Yes. It does help because it limits the knowledge that we have. I never miss! I'm gonna go in from the courtyard because, well, I guess it doesn't matter. If this is locked, I just won't do it. Because I was gonna say, oh, because that one's never locked. So this would just be a connection. This is the dead end, I get stuff. This gives me food. I'm gonna just do this, I think. And then go through the courtyard. Well, this gives me another door. Maybe I do this, because then I have 2 doors to work from. Or I can redraw and try and get one that connects and... yeah, that's what I want. Commissary is good, and I have money. I like commissary better than kitchen. Sure. I can buy a sledgehammer! Ooh, or the running shoes. Let's do that and save me some steps, I guess. And then, I don't know, do I want to buy a sledgehammer as well? Sure. I could buy a gem, but then I'd have no money. Alright, what's this door? Ooh. Chapel would be good. I'm gonna grab that, but I'm not gonna walk in just yet. Yes. Yes, I have to go this. No. Yeah. Sorry. I was getting confused. I thought the guest bedroom was a normal bedroom. And then I should want to walk I was confusing myself for no reason. Well, it's definitely gonna be one of these. Well, or I could re-roll it. I'm so far away from rank 8. This one's pointless. Let's try and get something better. Alright. That one's pointless. Let's just do the bedroom. I think that's a solid option. Okay. Ooh, and money! Nom 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 nom. Alright, and this way. Ooh, walking. Oh, no. Ooh, the hallway's the best option here, I think. Yeah, let's just take that. I probably should be a little bit more reserved with my die, or like my dice, because like, if I get really bad rolls. Oh, I'll get so many steps because I have a sleeping mask, don't I? Yeah, I'll get so many steps if I get this. But then it dead ends this whole area. This also, I should do the dark room. But that's so risky because I want to be able to go down here because I want to get the car, which is one of these 2 rooms. Or I want the garage, which is one of these 2 rooms. And if I can't see, then like... well, okay. that. Oh. 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 Oh, battery pack. There we go. Battery powered contraptions. I don't think I found anything that uses a battery pack yet. Interesting. Special keys? Oh, the prism key. I don't want that. Garage. That's what I want. Which does kind of dead end this area, but the foundation can get me up here. And I wanted the garage. I get this. I get an upgrade disc. Is there always an upgrade disc in here? I feel like that's what I've gotten every single time I'm in the garage. Oh, the power's off in the garage, though, so I will need the utility breaker to be able to open this up. Let me out. I think this is always just that one letter, right? Yeah. Okay, and I can't open this yet. Nope. Alrighty, we continue. Or we loop around to where... Oh, just the hallway. That's not very far. Security would be so good. Plus, it does give me another door. Keycard would also be great. But security, I can use the upgrade disc. Oh, thank goodness it didn't lock that. Okay. Upgrade disc. Woo! Let's upgrade. Scanning disc. Love. +1 key. +1 locked trunk. An extra hallway to tomorrow's draft pool. Let's do a key. I feel like that's the locked trunk is, like, interesting, because you can get a lot more stuff from it. Like, I think you always get 2 items from a trunk. But I kind of like the guarantee that I'm always going to be getting keys in the hallways. So I'm going to do that. Adding the extra hallways, I don't care about that much. Alright, let's go up to security. And I would like something that connects... Yep, there we go. To make a giant hallway. Technically, I could connect, like, the hallway to the corridor. And then it would be an extra long hallway. Do I want the archives for the extra room, or do I want the spare room just for the safety? Nah, let's do the archives. The archives. Because I've also found... Ooh, a key. And I found an upgrade disc in the archives before. So, like, you know, there could be fun stuff here. There isn't, but there could have been. Dark room. Laundry room I can't get, or I can wing it. Just wing it. Oh. Wow. So good. Love. Okay, and now it's what? An H? Puzzle. H. O-N-A-I-T-H. Interesting. Alright. Battery pack, sledgehammer, broken lever. Turns into a power hammer? A jackhammer? Do I want a power hammer or a jackhammer? What do they do? Okay, I would need those. What if I, like, I can't combine those? Yeah, okay, these are the two that I can make. I can either make a power hammer or a jackhammer. I thought it says what they do. It tells me after I make it. I think. Like, it tells me what it makes, but it doesn't tell me what it does. I think, okay, logically, my brain says that the jackhammer, you still probably need the dig spots for. Or a treasure map for. And then the sledgehammer might be, or the power hammer might be able to actually break through something. And so I'm kind of more intrigued by that. Except, oh, well, but because there's gonna be dig spots in the foundation. So then I can definitely check out the jackhammer at the dig spot in the foundation. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. What do you do? More effective than a shovel. Digs deeper and finds better item. Okay, cool. Love. Oh, no, sorry. The hand showed up, and so I thought I could, like, grab this wrench. But it was just saying, like, that I can do stuff here. Love, okay. Boudoir gives me more steps. But dead ends this area. Storeroom also dead ends this area. But I literally can't do that. Oh, wait. Oh, God. Oh, no. I'm already connected to the foundation. Thank God. Okay. Let's do the boudoir, because then I get more steps. And there's also a safe in here, isn't there? No. Yes, there is. There is, and I have numbers to try. Miscellaneous numbers. 4, 5, 2, 9, 2. Okay, it wasn't that. 3, 4. Okay, well, that's annoying. I didn't get anything from the boudoir safe. A tragedy, truly. Truly indeed, a tragedy. But I tried, okay? I tried. Because I have the numbers that I found written in the hovel, and then I have the number on the mailroom bag. I guess I could also try, I have an address, and I've never tried that number. What is that? 1, 4, 2, 2, 7. Okay. Nope. So I still don't know that. That's okay. I could get another bedroom if I go that way. But I'm gonna wait. Let's go up to the foundation. And use our new jackhammer. Woo! Oh my gosh. 2 gems. Hell yeah. That's so much better. Wait, the jackhammer is so much better than the shovel already. And a coin. Wow. Well, that's a security door. Hate that. Ooh. Office would spread money and give me a door. Gym, I only lose 2 and I get 1 door. This will cost both of my gems. But then I would get money. think I want this. I also like where this door is better. Plus, yeah, okay, this is this the white king or the black king? Shit, I don't know. I think it's black. Right? Because if it was white, it would look like those busts. Like, it would be lighter. Oop, press wrong button. Oh, and then I can check the numbers in this fancy safe over here. Did I already? Right, any books matching these titles are available for purchase. And I still don't know what this... I should screenshot this as a miscellaneous thing, because I have no idea what this means. Oh no. Copy? No. Okay, copy. Paste. There we go. Can I put these next to each other? Yes, they don't need to be that big. Okay, perf. That's gonna be something eventually. What is this? Antechamber in the greenhouse is broken. Just make sure the east and west levers are operational. Right. That was so slow? For why? Okay, run payroll. Run payroll? Okay, I don't know what that means. Spread gold. Woo. Log into network. I want to see if I get any more emails throughout the game, or if logging in one time is all that I can do. Alan Babbage next week. Yeah, no, this is still November 1. Yeah, no, there's nothing new there. Transfers are not currently available. How do I make those available? Very strange. All right. Let's try these random numbers that I have. 4, 5, 2, 9, 2. No. 4, 5, 3, 4, 7, 8, 2. No. 1, 4, 2, 2, 7. No. Not 9, 0, 8, 3. No. Alright. Well, that's not helpful. Alrighty. Let's go this way. I would just get another blue room if I use the special key. So I'm not gonna use the special key. Oh, this would have been so good to get ahead of time. Because then when I spread all the gold, it would have just ended up here. I'm gonna do it now, though, for, like, future spread stuff, if I get any. So that other number I checked was from here, and it says, the safe code is this, but it's a red memo, which means they're not correct. Let's go, I'm gonna go back real quick to, I could either do the boudoir, I could unlock the boudoir with a normal key, or I can run through the chapel. Oh my god, wait, no. Going to the chapel is gonna take so many steps. We're just gonna go through the boudoir and I'm gonna spend a key. Yeah, this way. Yeah, right there. Okay. I'm just gonna use a normal key. But I won't spoil it. I forget the code was anyway. Okay. Oh, I want that so bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5, 6. I need to get rank 8 and then the dining room will open up. I guess it's close enough though that I could. Or I can just risk it. I feel like this is a good time to risk it for the biscuit. You guys can't see my face, but this is the best thing that I could have gotten. I haven't said it out loud, but I was like, oh, there's like a security door and like I can't turn it off because like blah, 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 blah. I don't have the breaker box. And now I have the breaker box. Boom. That's what we want. Turn off the gymnasium. Turn on the garage. Yes. This, even though I don't know what it does. There we go. Alright, boys. We're in business now. We're gonna go back through here. We'll stop by security and unlock all the doors. And then we'll pop up to the garage, see what's there, and keep an eye out for our gold that should be spread around everywhere. Am I doing this right? Yeah, pop down to security, unlock the security, pop down to security, unlock all the security doors. Maybe this will be the run. There's no way. I've gotten to the antechamber before, I just haven't been able to open it, and like I don't even know where the levers are to open it. Set security level. Now I want security level to be high. And I want the offline mode to be unlocked. And the reason I want the security level to be high is because they're going to get placed randomly in green rooms. Oh, I don't know. I've never seen one. I've seen the broken levers, but I haven't seen any of the, like, actual how to open antechamber levels. Levers. Oh, yes. Coinage. Garage. Open the garage. Coinage. Can I go up this ladder? No. That'd be so neat. Okay, I don't think there's anything to do out here right now then. I've already done the one thing that you do out here. I kind of thought maybe something else would happen. But alas, I don't think it does. But now, this room in the foundation should be open. Yes! Let's go. Open. Risking it for the biscuit. The bathroom! That's the worst room! I've yet to find anything good about the bathroom. Ugh, okay, up to the conference room, I guess. We'll open some doors. Let's go this way first. What? That would just be a blue room. I don't even know what blue rooms I would want. Storeroom, spare room. This, because I don't want this room to be over yet. I guess I'll go over here and use a key. Could use the special key and get a blue room for sure. Maybe it'll be the storeroom. Oh, what? I thought if you used it to unlock it... Oh, maybe you can't use it on blue rooms. Well, see, this would be really cool, except it's also pointless now because I unlocked the things. Oh, wait, no, this is good. Because I'm in rank saving, but Dan... I open this. Oh, no! I think that needed a special key. No, I think it just can't use... It has to be one of the colored rooms. It's like if I'm in a green room, it'll open another green room. If I'm in a purple room, it'll open another purple room. And I think it just doesn't work for blue rooms. This gives me a lot of steps. And I have a door over here. This could give me anything, though. This is giving me bananas before. No, let's take all the steps. Maybe it'll give me keys. Gems. Gems is better than nothing. I'll take it. And we get to see Reginald! Hello, Reginald! How are you? Reggie, my beloved. We'll look at Reginald while I write down that there were 2 black pawns in the bunk room. Hello, Reggie. Oh, look at him. Oh, Reggie. I left him all my clothes for a whole week, but see, he has food in his bowl. Mrs. Babbage was taking care of him. It's fine. It's fine. Alright. Now we open this. Oh, and I can get food now. Nom 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 nom. My stuffed wild quail. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. And I have no keys. Let me use the prism key, please. Okay. This spare room better be unlocked. If it was like Pong or something, yeah, that would be fun. I know there's like the arcade machine in the commissary, and if you look at it, the devs have basically said like, yes, I would, like, we plan to add stuff to the comment, or like we plan to make this playable in the future, in future updates. It's like, hell yeah. Okay, I didn't know stuff could spawn over in those corners, so I'm gonna have to check for that in the future now. Free door. Sauna! I start the day with 20 extra steps, or I can get a bunch of items. I can't even get that. We're gonna do the sauna. Let's go. Woo! A gem. How fun. And then tomorrow I'll start the day with 20 extra steps. Love! Oh. And is this a blue room? Yeah. So I can't use... Let me have it. I cannot. So I think that's the end of this run. Let's see. Yeah. Alright. I mean... Did we learn more stuff? Kind of. We learned what the jackhammer does. That's cool. Yeah, there's no other doors, because this one's also locked. Alright, alright. We'll call it a day. Yeah. We learned that the numbers don't work. Yeah, we learned that the numbers don't work for the safes. That's, that is good. Oh, I forgot to look at the color of the night in the security. I'm sure I'll get the security room again. A stately inn. 5 bedrooms and 33 whole rooms. It's only 6 feet. I can do at least one more day. I'm gonna stream for another hour-ish. Give or take. Day 25. Yeah, I might actually call it after this, unless it's super short. 25 feels like a good round number to end on, and I do like that. 20 extra steps. Woo! Alright, let's go get our extra. Trading post, tomb, root cellar. Ugh. I haven't done either of these two before, so anyways, let's do the 2. I never wanted to do the tomb. Wow, it's very spooky. Can I pick you up? No? Okay. More dig spots. There's gonna be money down here every time I craft a dead end, which, cool, but like... Oh my gosh. Open only in the event of my death. Oh! What the heck? Okay. Oh. Simon. So here's where it all ends, at least for me. And of all the picturesque places of this grand estate, I chose this dreary, dank dungeon to be laid to rest. And that same dim, somber fate fell upon my father and his father before him, who loved the outdoors even more than myself. They say there is no stronger bond of servitude than tradition, and family tradition, thrice as strong. These are chains that seldom bend and never break. And I do wonder what plans and prospects of yours will be sacrificed upon the family font of convention. What biography of your own will you forsake to add another page to your father's memories, or your mother's, or mine? In our youth, we are gifted with dreams and ambitions. At our death, we are left with realities and regrets. I think there is no greater sin than to perpetuate tradition that stagnates growth, that strangles purpose, that suffocates dreams. What point is there to live another's life at the sake of your own? Oh, how I wish to have been buried underneath the great oak, overlooking the plains, the wondrous woods, and the worldly mountains, and the wild holly that surrounds that trunk, a perpetual token of sympathy laid across my grave. What dreadful tradition is it that dumped me in this sunless hollow? And if by morbid example this dark crypt makes any impression whatsoever on you, if reading this letter within these damp halls plants you in a seed of hope, if these words might grant you strength to bend, if not break these chains, then I would cherish this tomb more than oak and sycamore and spruce, more than the wondrous woods and worldly mountains. This cold stone room would become the most cherished place in all our domain. I would have you raise a shrine upon this spot to commemorate the moment of your liberty, to treat this sepulchre as hallowed ground, to realize that grand gestures can be as effective as they are theatric. And to, in turn, as recompense for the freedom thus granted you, commit yourself to be buried here within this mausoleum of dreams, and when the day comes to write your own letter, to inspire the next generation that follows in our footsteps. As is tradition, Herbert S. Sinclair. Aww, that's so sweet and dramatic. I don't really know what it means. That's okay though. I'm gonna go click on things. I don't have a shovel. Oh! What the heck? Okay, now take the gold he was buried with. I don't think he was buried with any gold yet, but later, every time I craft the dead end, there will be gold down here. What the heck? Oh, like my camera moved a little bit there. But I don't know what that meant. Oh! Gold! Each of our journeys come to a conclusion here in the tomb. This floor plan is the definitive dead end, or is it? Ooh. Or is it? Do I have to make all of them point down? Is that the puzzle? I'm lost. Where's the... This is the entrance. Okay. Oh, you're still pointing up. It can't possibly be as easy as just making all of the angels point downwards, can it? No, because I think I've already done that now. Oh no! Okay, yeah, they're all pointing down now, and nothing happened. So it's definitely not as simple as that. Gotta be like certain ones are pointed up or down. She's like a baker. They're all like different things. I haven't been calling it out, but like she's a baker. They're all like servants, it feels like. Because like she has a feather duster. She's a farmer. She has a broom. She has a... Is she a jockey? Is that a whip? For riding horses, perhaps? Or a crop? She's the queen. Yeah, interesting. Interesting. She's another type of farmer with a hoe. Alright. Well, neat. That's a puzzle for another day. Into the actual house we go. Whee! Nom 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 nom. Should I just grab this right away? Maybe, mayhaps, or should I just get 2 new items? Let's just get 2 new items. A die and a key. Very nice. Oh, wait, that was the silver key. What does the silver key do? Unlocking door with the silver key leads to a room with many doors. Okay, 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 okay. I guess we're doing this one. I don't really want to already have only one room, or like one door. Yeah, let's do the... Oh, this gives me 2 doors and a gem. Let's do this. Lots of stuff. This way. Let's do the storeroom. Give me a lot of stuff to work with here. Like a decent amount of stuff. Oh, and I get to see this is a white pawn for the storeroom. I found a lot of them. Have I found all of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I found... One, two, three. I found 6 white pawns. So I've found almost all of the white pawns. Is that? No, that was just decor. Okay. Oh. I don't have any keys, and I don't have a sledgehammer. I mean, I have a key, but I'm not going to use it on a chest right now. Reading nook will give me the library. Hallway gives me an extra... Let's do the hallway first. And then I can get, like, the... Yeah. Well... No, I can't do the reading nook this way. Let's do the parlor. We love the parlor. Ooh, an apple! An apple? Alright, what's our puzzle today? Only one box is true. The black box contains the gems. The blue box contains the gems. Only one box is true. If only one box is true, then this one would have to be true. And that means... And yeah, obviously these both can't be true. So if these are both lying, and that one's true, then the gems are in the white box. Let's go! Oh, I'm so good at that. Corridor is only left unlocked, or is always left unlocked. Let's just do this. is left unlocked. Security. Sure. Let's do that. I'm not gonna go in right now, though. Because we have a lot to explore down here. We're getting really far up in the ranks for no reason. What's down here? Let's go across. See? Library. And a key. Yeah. Ooh, and a coupon book. Coupon book. Coupon book. Oh, did I check in the parlor? I didn't. I forgot again. There's a table in the parlor that sometimes... I've only seen it spawn an item one time. But I forgot to check. Alright. Let's do this new one. That's the book that I just bought at the bookstore. Oh, hey! Oh, but I actually have the gems for the attic right now. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I actually have the items for it. Or the gems for it. And it gives me so many items. Oh my god. Coin purse. Broken lever. Key. Another key. A battery pack. I get one of the gems back. Ooh, have I ever read this? Oh, yeah, that's the editor's note, or the publisher's note. Oh, it's a white bishop in the attic. So we have both white bishops. One's in the chapel, one's in the attic. And that means the rumpus room has the black bishop, because I have that written down. As the fourth bishop room, and there's 2 of each color. So we have all of the bishops assigned now. That's nice. Ooh, a sledgehammer and a lockpick, but a sledgehammer, so I can open that chest in the library, or the den now. Well, am I missing any of the items? I think I've gotten 8. Hello? I think I've gotten 8 items. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze again, I think. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. So sorry. So sorry. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna loop down. We'll stop in the... Yeah, we're gonna go back to the main corridor. Thank you. And we will stop in the or in the den, open this, get another key, another gem back. There we go. Right. And then I'm gonna start this way. Oh, well, the pantry's the best place to go here. It's the best use of doors. And I get stuff. An orange. Ooh, an orange. Oh, and yeah, every however long I get more because of that. Oh, I don't like any of these. I like these worse. The spare room. At least I can keep going after this one then. The terrace is so good! Green rooms don't cost gems now. Let's go! 5 steps from the orange. Wow. Okay, so now I can go back up to security. I'll just go from there. If the terrace needs to be in play for a winning run. I don't know, it just means your green rooms are gonna be free from gems, but like there's other ways to get a bunch of gems if you wanted. I feel like, I don't know, part of me feels like I can't imagine that they would say that, like, there's probably like a very few number of very specific rooms that you need to win. I'd rather do the pool than the chapel. Then I can also get the sauna. The sauna's cool. It gives me more steps. Special keys, silver key. Use the lockpick kit, I guess. Control water flow. Power source. And it's actually connected up in an interesting way. Item will also be good. Oh man, I don't know. Well, it's definitely one of these two. I guess, yeah, let's do this. I have plenty of steps. Oh, am I gonna have to do the puzzle? I will. Okay, but first let me open this door because this room from security is locked. So, oh, perfect. Because this connects up, like, it makes walking easier, and then I'll get more steps. And I don't want the dead end. Yeah, this is good, this is good, this is good. Yeah. I have a bunch of keys. So, like, I could... What take spot? With a bunch... Do I have a shovel? No. With a bunch of keys, like, I could use the, one that gives me a bunch of doors. To be like... That's pointless. That's essentially a dead end. That at least is the commissary. Shovel! I can't remember what I was saying. Let's go shovel. I don't think I need a magnifying glass for anything right now. I don't think I need gems for anything right now. A turnip! Nom 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 nom. But yeah, I could like use the silver key to get a room with a bunch of doors, and then if it is something like the Great Hall or whatever that has like 7 locked doors, I have a bunch of keys. I have like 6 more keys, so we're gonna do that. Well, I can't do that one. East Wing Hall is easy. This one would be nice because then anything that's spread would just go here. So yeah, let's do something with a benefit. No, I don't get anything for it right now. Let's use the lockpick. Oh. Interesting. I can't pick the store's lock. Strange. Kitchen gives me food. I don't really... Oh, I can't even do that one. Dark room, I can't see while drafting in this room. Chapel, I lose money. Let's do this one, just because we're so close to the end. Is there any items in here that I can see? No. I hate that I have to use so many keys. This one. Let's go! Okay, keycard system off. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Gym off, darkroom back on, garage on. Keycard system is off. So then I'll go to security and I'll turn when it off, it unlock. And the light's back on in here, which gives me a gem. Very nice. Any other random things I can pick up in here? Don't see any. Okay. If I just go straight down to security, that's probably the move right now. And get things unlocked. Oh, money. Heck yeah. Oh, and pizza? Give me my steps. Nom 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 nom. Plus an additional, you know what? I'm gonna wait because maybe I'll get a furnace and I have plenty of steps right now. I can always come back and get it. Okay, and then security. When I was in here, I should have done this off automatically just to save me the time. Keycard system settings, set security level. Well, now we want the oh, no. Now we want it to be high. And then offline mode is unlocked. Since they're offline, we want as many as possible. Because they'll be unlocked. Cool. Okay. And that was in the foundation, so you do want it high. You want it high when they're all gonna be unlocked. Like, if you have an easy way to get it, I want it high. Because if either I have a key card, or I have them disabled, like they are now, right? It's like power is offline, or power is off and their offline setting is unlocked. Then every time you get one of these security doors, in either of those two cases, when you get the security door, it's going to be an unlocked door for you. Either you have the key card or it's unlocked and powered off, so it's always unlocked. So that's when you set it for high, or that's when I set it for high. And then I set it for low if I'm in security, but I don't have a way to open secure doors. Then I want it low because I don't want many of them spawning. But I want a lot to spawn when I know they're going to be guaranteed unlocked doors. That's at least my method to the madness. And, like, that might not be the most efficient way, but, like, it makes sense in my head, so I do it. Do I have a shovel? I do, so I could go down there for a shovel. Sauna. Let's do this, yeah. Can you get anything? Oh, I got a sleeping mask. That doesn't do much for me right now. This is the only bedroom I have is super far away, but at least I have the sauna now. Yeah. Oh, I don't have this all powered up. Okay. Do I need power for anything right now? Not really. So I'm just gonna not right now, because I don't know where I would need it to go, and so I don't know where the most efficient place to send it is. We're gonna go up to the conference room. And out this door. Why can't I pick any of these locks? That's so annoying. This is the only one that I actually would benefit from. I mean, I guess I would benefit from the steps, but not nearly as much. Blinds. Oop. Nothing of interest. Well, that's lame. Locksmith keys for sale. Bunk room boudoir keys for sale. Well, I'm not gonna buy keys. I only have one door here that I can use. Bunk room will give me a bunch of steps. Boudoir will also give me a bunch of steps. Do the bunk room. It might also give me other stuff. And we can see Reggie! Ba, 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 ba. coin, 2 gems. That was great. We need that. 'Cause I don't have any. Alright, and now the only room that we have is the dark room. Oh. More anytime they would be spread, they're in here. Why am I getting so many coins being spread in here? I'm not even registering what's... giving me more coins. Okay. Oh, it's a dead end no matter what. Dead end, dead end. Essentially a dead end. Since you got the secret chest, they appear there now? What secret chest? Yeah, there's nothing I can do now, because these are all dead ends. I can give myself more footsteps. Well, dead ends give me coins in the tomb. I can do this. Hold on, I have a plan. It'll probably go nowhere, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I have a key. Great. You know what I don't have any of? Doors. Okay, so I go in here. And now I have this. So my... Oh! Anytime that they would go to the tomb, they're going to the conference room. Oh, but there might... Does that automatically move everything from the conference or from the tomb up there? Yes. No, it doesn't. There's still coins in the tomb. What was I about to do? Oh, yeah, I can go to the commissary. See if there's anything there that I would want. I don't think it matters. 'Cause I could buy all that, but, like, then I'm gonna lose it at the beginning of the day. So I don't have any way to, like, store stuff. Or, like, buy permanent stuff. Like, I don't have the bookshop. No. I can come back out here, and then I can go to the tomb, and then I don't know, I can go look at the stuff outside and see if I find anything, because who knows. Oh, and there's dig spots in the tomb. So I can dig stuff up and see if I find anything cool, I guess. Meow. Like, do you find an old tin can? A worthless old tin can. Like, maybe you can find different stuff down here? I don't know, probably not. Maybe I put down the things of ones that I've found today and then it'll unlock something? I don't know. I don't even know what they would be related to. For sure, though. Like the Queen. Did I find that today? No, I didn't. I don't even know what room that would be connected to, though. If it's something like, oh, only the rooms that you... Because, like, I don't have the kitchen. So maybe I don't have her face down or like pointed down. But I don't know what room that would be. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if that theory makes any sense. Never mind. A turnip. I have so many steps and nothing to do with them all. So much money and nothing to do with it. Of course, I have like a bunch of money here and I don't have a bookshop to use it on. Like, yeah, nothing. Hmm. I think it's picking up the fact that there are coins in here. Can I make a wish more than once? No. I wonder if I can pick up the coins out of there. Like, maybe when I'm dropping coins in there, it like doesn't get reset or something. I don't think there's anything down here. I've already gotten the stuff in the spooky tunnel. Yeah, nothing's changed. My sprint is so slow still. The water pump just spitballing. The water pump? Oh, like if I drain it afterwards, then I can get all the coins that are there. Yeah, that might make sense. Yeah, because the water pump does control the fountain. You're right, you're right. That would be an interesting way to sort of like, on days like this, I can at least throw one coin in there to help me out in the future if I ever get that far. Alright, nothing happened with any of these. The apple orchard is up here. The apple orchard? Oh, they cut down the tree. Wait, this picture had a tree here with like a heart with like initials carved into it and it got cut down. That's so sad. I don't have any 4 numbers. Oh, when did she die? Maybe the year that she died. Do I have a West Wing hallway in there? No, I just have a normal hallway. Dang. Oh wait, did I write it down? 1983! Oh, no. Okay. I thought maybe, like, because she died, he cut down the tree and then made the lock to the orchard, like, the year that she died. Maybe her birthday, but I don't know what her birthday is. Alright. I don't know what else I could do today. Let's see, is there anything that I'm missing? I have a bunch of stuff, which is really cool, but I don't have anything to do with it anymore. I'm looking, I'm thinking. I don't have like a workshop. I don't have any doors to get new rooms. I don't have any way to store any of my stuff. I think that might be the end of today. Even though I have a ton of steps and a ton of money. I don't think I can do anything with it. Tragic. What are we looking at? I could do one more day, I think. I can do one more day, I think. 91 steps. Took a lot of steps today. Only one new room, though. Interesting. Interesting. We'll do one more day, and then we will call it. Because that day was shorter than I anticipated. Not that it was a super, super short day. I've had very short days before, but... short enough that I can do one more. Got her sauna steps. Very nice. I wonder, can I pick up keys? Just money in there? No, it's... yeah, you... I think, Ben, you're right. I would have to drain it first with the pump room. Which means I have to find the pool as well as the boiler room. And I have to have them near each other. Oh. The shelter was so nice for the red rooms, but the... oh, no, we're gonna do this. And hopefully we're gonna get a bunch of money during this run, and then I can give a ton of money to the thing at the very end, and then I'll be able to have something really, really cool starting all the rest of the days. Actually, I can take my... hold on. I have an idea. I have an idea. I'm not vocalizing it, but I have one. I'm only gonna go a little ways up. Let's just close off the west wing, whatever. Whatever. You don't care. On a badger don't care. No, this is good. I have a plan still. I have a plan. Do I want to buy anything from here? I'll buy the shovel. The shovel's important. Okay. But nothing else I need. I don't need to buy anything else, so I still have 5 coins. I should have tried to open that door, actually, to see what it was. It's fine, I'll open this one. I'm so annoyed I don't have gems for this! This would have been perfect! Oh, I'm so sad! Okay. Okay. So now here's my plan. I've done a few of the front rooms. I still have 57 steps, and 50 is what you basically, you normally start with. Actually, I'm gonna do this now that this is a dead end. Okay. The black box is true. The gems are in the true box. The blue box is true. If this is true and this is true, then this is false. If this is false, then it becomes a paradox. So this is true and this is true. So this is false. So the gems are not in the true box. They're in the false box, which is this box. There we go. Okay. So now here's my plan. I did a few collected... oh my god. No. If I had gotten those 2 gems, I would have been able to get the vault. But I skipped the gem puzzle. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. I'm gonna cry myself to sleep. Are there any coins in here? No. I'm gonna cry myself to sleep now, guys. There, I gave it 6. Add 8 courtyards to your draft pool. Oh my goodness. For the next 3 days. That's crazy. Well, that means if I get the terrace that makes them all free, I want that. Like, real bad. do I want to go? I can only go up through the commissary. It's the only option I have. I feel like I had a good plan, but the execution was... Hello? So I have a wireless mouse, and sometimes it just does that. The library will be a dead end if I do it, so we're gonna do the courtyard. The courtyard. And now I have a metal detector as well, and I have a shovel because I bought that. Got coins. An old shoe, not worth picking up. Let's go this way first real quick. Terrace, yes. I didn't even read the other ones. Immediately I want the terrace. Immediately I want the terrace. If there's a chance that I'm getting 7 more courtyards. Stop! Forced to get a wireless mouse because my cat keeps biting and messing with it otherwise. Also, howdy. I like my wireless mouse. Mostly because, like, it's nice just to be able to move my mouse wherever and not have to worry about the cord and, like, looks cleaner on my desk. But yeah, sometimes it just randomly makes me stare at the sky or the ceiling. It's very strange. I almost don't want the courtyard right here. It's gonna always be unlocked, which is nice. But I feel like it doesn't open up a lot of doors. I'm gonna save one of those for the spare room. Or by using the spare room to try and, like, open up. That dead ends it. That's a waste of one of the doors. This is good. And then the courtyard can go. Yeah. I have plans. I know what I'm doing. I'm thinking big brain thoughts, see? Oh, and of course I don't go to the courtyard this time. Do I want a key card? No, because that's a dead end. This gives me 2. This gives me only 1 room. But the courtyard would... No, I like this better. Yes, I'll lose some money. Oh no, but I get a gem, so it's worth it. Do this one first. See, that, like, not dead ends, but, like, it kind of makes one of the doors useless. But the kitchen could be nice. It gives me food. We love food. A little banana moment. Glazed salmon if I go in the dining room. Reading nook is great right here. Yeah. Yes. Key. Random coin. And then I'll... Oh my goodness. I think my mouse is gonna die soon. That's okay. I'll charge it after. Ooh, drawing room gives me 2 doors, but the library... Put the billiard room and then I get keys. No, I want to do this. I'm gonna do this because I get 2 doors, and I need doors. I need is the doors is. I does. Okay. I'm not gonna use up all of my keys right now, because Jesus. Patio. Spread gems in each green room. But the den is better. The den is better right now. The den, I don't know what my plan is. I feel like I have some semblance of a plan to, like, keep going and have lots of potential in this run. Maybe. Oh, break up at the library would be good. And then I can get a less common floor plan here. But the solarium is going to increase all... Yeah, I should just do this. It'll increase all of the unlikely ones. And... gives me a dig spot. That gives me a coin. Which is apparently good. Oh, a key! Where did that... Did I just miss that last time? Okay, then goes up. Drawing room is also locked. I could go to all the way over to the chapel. Yeah. Before I use more keys. I have steps. Actually, before I go into the chapel, let's spend my money. Make the most of it, because I was going to lose that money anyway. Walk-in closet. It dead ends this area. But I have... If I can... I mean, the guest bedroom also dead ends. And then the dining room doesn't dead end, but then, like... Yeah, hold on. So there's a pet food bowl in the kitchen. I've noticed that, too. There's, like, a few different... I think maybe there was, like, pets when everybody was still here, but there aren't now because they've cleared out everyone. And the car keys. I'm not gonna be able to get to the garage, though. Okay. This way. This way. Okay. Now I can use a key here. I want, like, a good dead-end room. Oh. The music room isn't a dead-end room, but it gives me a minor key, which is nice, and then gives me a major key, which could be really cool. The boudoir gives me more steps. No, it won't. Yes, it will? I don't know. Gymnasium is pointless. Let's do this. Let's get as much stuff as we can. Because, like, I could try and re-roll it, but, like, getting the major keys... Oh, this is the secret garden. I think you can only use it from a green room. But I don't know. I've gotten it one other time, and I never actually got it to work. But if you could only use it from a green room, and then if I get the... Wait. Oh my god, it actually worked! Wait, what? Spread fruit throughout the house? I've never gotten it to work. Okay, so last time I got it, I was like, I thought you had to, it was a key for something outside, so I, like, didn't try and use it on every single door, and then, or I tried to use it on, like, 1 or 2 doors and it didn't work. Oh my goodness. It is a 3-room. Apparently 3-way is, getting caught for sexual content, which is crazy. Oh no, I'd be going too hard. Okay, I'm not gonna go too far. But yeah, like, last time I tried to use it, it didn't really do anything, so I thought you had to do it outside, and then that didn't do anything, and I had tried it on a few doors inside, and it didn't do anything, so I was like, oh, maybe it has to be from a green room, but no, you just have to keep trying it on every single door. Oh, that's a puzzle. Do I have to point it at the west, at the moon? Because I said that out of context. No, it just literally caught the word 3-way and was like, oh my god, sexual. Oh, wait, what's this do? Oh! Oh! I'm so smart, I didn't even see! Oh! 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 Okay. Important note. There is a lever. There is a lever in the secret garden. Let's go. Guys. Oh my god, I only have 30 steps. Oh, and I only have like 2 doors. This is so scary, but if I can get here, I can get there. That's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, that's only 6 steps away if I get really lucky. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's only 6 rooms away if I get really, really lucky. Oh my god, guys. So what if this is it? This would be wild. That would be wild, Duncan. I don't know if it was today or if it was for the day before this that you said, oh, maybe this is the one. But either way, you coming your first stream being like, maybe this is the winning run. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Whew, breathe, breathe, breathe. I have 5 keys. That's a lot of keys. Because it's only 6 rooms away. For each bedroom, oh, I would only get 1 more step. No contact delivery, that would be really helpful for next time, but this gives me a door and leads me to the correct place. Yeah, we're gonna do this. And oh, do I have a sledgehammer? No. It's a random key or a random thing. Okay. Curse of Blackbridge by Redford Ewing. This book was graciously gifted by Simon P. Jones. Oh, it's currently December 2. I should just write that down. What, day is it? Day 26 is December 2. I'm just writing it down so that when I need to do that kind of stuff, like if I get the time lock safe again. The Legend of Blackbridge is okay, everybody, sit down, get cozy. It's story time, and I have a feeling this one's gonna be long. Let's go story time. Boo-boo-boo-boo. The Legend of Blackbridge is one that's well known to the people of the Grand Realm, for versions of this tale have been passed down from generation to generation. With each new telling, the story has changed, becoming over the years more colorful, more verbose, and, as one might expect, increasingly horrifying. However, with so many renditions and unique personal touches, the task of combining and binding this tale to text seemed an ambitious and impossible challenge. Over the course of my research, I have heard dozens of variations of the legend, and while the details would often change, I was surprised how much of the story's heart remained the same. Yet, the more I listened, the clearer it became that there would never be a definitive version of this tale capable of capturing all the wonder and myth of Blackbridge. In the end, I chose to write down what felt the most authentic, the story my grandmother told me as a boy long ago. Part 1. The Berry Picker from Oris. Many years ago, before peace had become a familiar word, there lived a group of rogues so wayward that the locals deemed it appropriate to call their number the Unholy Hounds. They were feral outlaws composed of society's worst in a time when society was at its worst, and for each crime that fearful travelers credited to the group, a dozen more lay unclaimed, each worse than the last. For the gentry, however, who often value their coffers more than their companions, no crime would measure more wicked than the group's primary enterprise, high road robbery. One such member of the so-called band of rogues was a boy of 13 years, Jesper, who had not been lucky in life, having lost 2 brothers to war and parents to famine. In the years of hunger that followed, Jesper lived in a gutter behind a churchyard, relying on the nourishment of scurrying bugs and weeds harvested from the cracks of the alleyway to sustain his pitiful existence. It is not surprising that a child aiming to escape such hardships would take an easy road out, an easy and well-traveled road, paved with temptations, leading out of the city and into the gentrylands where loose purse strings entwine with the strands of salvation and glisten equally with the hope of opportunity. It was this road that eventually led Jesper to the end of his youth, a hidden cave at the bottom of Blackbridge Canyon. It was here that he met his surrogate family and saviors, that notorious gang of godless outlaws known as the Unholy Hounds. Despite the hardened circumstances that had led him to this vocation of banditry, Jesper was surprisingly tender-hearted and was often teased by the group for being too kind for such an ignoble life. For this reason, Jesper was assigned the innocent role of berry picker. It was not just innocence that set berry picking apart from the gang's more wicked undertakings, for it was the only duty performed without the safety of night's concealment. Jesper, no stranger to solitude, did not protest that he alone worked while the others slept soundly, tucked away in the cave at the bottom of Blackbridge Canyon. On one such occasion, Jesper decided to get an early start. He left the cave, berry basket in hand, and set out into the woods before the morning sun had even brushed against the tallest treetops. It was colder in the mornings, but the headway dawn afforded meant Jesper could reach the furthermost berry patches without worry of being chastised for tarrying upon his return. It took over 3 hours on foot to reach his destination, and along the way Jesper had passed by many a familiar bush, all priorly pillaged and so bereft of berries that one would have to dedicate several moments in earnest examination before finding a single one. Jesper was patient, but even patience has its limits. He was confident that even accounting for the time lost to this long stretch of travel, his efforts would be well worth the pains. Surveying the patches in his new grove surprised even Jesper. The red dots suspended among the leaves seemed as numerous as stars in the skies. Upon seeing such a bounteous sight, he clutched his berry basket tightly and nearly toppled over out of joy. Once he had regained his senses, Jesper quickly made a decision. He would not reveal the location of this newfound treasure. Instead, he would earn the respect of his confederates who, upon seeing his yield, might attribute the success to hard work. Smiling at his plan, Jesper set off to fill his basket and was making steady strides in his task when the sounds of thundering hooves interrupted him. A carriage is approaching. The thought of it made Jesper freeze. Had he been so enchanted by his discovery that he had neglected to observe his surroundings? How could a roadway be so close? He ducked down and crept towards the impending sound, hiding behind one of the larger bushes nearby. It was only a moment more before the sound source revealed itself. Within 50 paces of where Jesper hid, an elegant carriage with gold trim came soaring around the corner of trees, led by two beautiful white horses and conveyed by a stern-looking driver seated atop the vehicle, flaunting the most sophisticated regalia Jesper had ever seen. It was not just any carriage, it was a royal carriage. Even without ever witnessing such a sight before, Jesper was certain. The sight had so transfixed Jesper that he stood awestruck, unable to tear away as the carriage approached. The little concealment the bush provided was soon proven unequal to the driver's lofty perch, and upon spotting the boy, he pulled the reins with such an effect that the noble steed slid to a sudden halt with precise control. "You, boy, get out from behind that bush," he shouted with a rigidity that betrayed a modest amount of fear. "You startled me half to death, coming round the bend by my own drive, and me seeing such an unfamiliar face in a place where there ought not to be any face." Jesper quickly contemplated running. The man was much older, and his dress was suitable for courtly behavior, not dashing through the bramble and mud. I was picking berries." Jesper raised the half-filled basket up to allow the driver to see the proof of his words. The demeanor of the man suddenly changed. It was a change that Jesper was familiar with. He had many times seen the same stern expressions on the most fiendish bandits melt away when presented with a berry basket. Any suspicions that the driver might have had instantly evaporated, for even the notion of a member of the unholy hounds picking berries seemed farcical. Farcical? Farcical? Farcical, probably. Seems a farce. The softened expression made allowances for a smile. "Berries, eh? Say you couldn't have picked a better spot for him, could ya? I used to pick berries here as a boy." Jesper took his cue to finally step forward out from behind the bush, proudly brandishing his basket. "I know, and what luck I found them. I have only just begun picking, and look how many I have. It would have taken me fourfold the time back home to procure this number." The driver bent down for a closer look. "And where is your home, boy? It must be quite far." Jesper replied with a scripted response. "A little south of Tanner Fork, just past the burnt woods." "My God, that is far. You couldn't have come all that way only this morning." It was true. Tanner Fork was in the exact opposite direction that Jesper had traveled, and while that response would seem perfectly reasonable as a location closer to Blackbridge Canyon, he could see why it might seem less believable here. "Sir, I have traveled much farther for less profit. I dare say there is no distance yet made by man that would not be worth undertaking for a prize such as these. Surely you have tasted them for yourself?" Jesper felt happier with this response, as it seemed to amplify the man's smile. "In my youth, often, but perhaps I took it for granted because I never had to travel very far. And even then, my father would always drive us here in our carriage, so I'm ashamed I never had to walk such a stretch to earn an equal reward." It was Jesper's time to smile. "Then let my efforts reward us both today." He raised the basket even higher. "A taste in memory of your youth, sir." He's such a sweet boy. Okay. The driver chuckled and removed one glove, bending over the seat to reach down to the basket. And at the moment his fingers touched the... Oh. Okay, sorry, I read ahead. At the moment his fingers touched the first berry, the dagger in turn met his throat, cutting through a superficial layer of skin and drawing blood. Jesper caught the man's startled eyes. "And for that taste, I will have your purse, sir, in memory of my youth." The driver's arm had gone stiff, his chain raised and trembling, more frightened than he had ever been before. Whether unable or incapable of speaking, he did not respond to the boy. Perhaps he did not think his jaw could afford to be engaged at this particular time. Jesper let the basket drop, freeing his other hand to probe the man's pockets. Do not mistake me, sir. I will not kill you if you give me no cause, though I will admit the thought of taking your carriage and leaving you the indignity of walking appeals to me. Unable to find a purse in the man's coat, Jesper pivoted the search to the seat under him. Why have you no purse upon your person? The driver slowly raised his hand cautiously, pointing to the carriage door behind him. Jesper lowered the knife's edge a small degree to allow the man to speak, which he did in turn softly. There's a lockbox in the carriage. Well, come down then and grant me the courtesy of sparing your life and binding your hands, a concession I assure you of my tender heart, for it would be much easier to slit your throat. The man started to comply, slowly lowering himself from the driver's seat of the carriage. Once down, Jesper guided him away from the carriage to a nearby tree, where he instructed him to get on his knees and put his hands behind his back. Excusing his inexperience, the man indulged Jesper while he figured out how to adequately bind him. The smile and kindness Jesper had seen on the man's face, now nothing more than a distant memory. In their place, cold, dark eyes displaying no emotion. I wonder, should I grant you the same clemency you are showing me? Jesper stopped, surprised by the question, but ignored it, secured the final bindings, and then hastily returned to the carriage. With one hand on the door's handle, he turned back to the man. If there is no lockbox, there will be no clemency. Inside, the carriage was surprisingly dusty and unswept, a stark contrast to the elegant and polished golden facade of the exterior. It had apparently been many years since a passenger had enjoyed passage in this vehicle. This all but confirmed what Jesper had suspected. The driver of the carriage was not a liveried servant in the ploy of some... Wait, what? Okay. This all but confirmed what Jesper had suspected. The driver of this carriage was not a liveried servant in the employ of some greater master. Any curiosity that this observation might have further produced was quickly abandoned upon seeing what rested under the carriage's back seat, a large wooden lockbox. Despite its hefty appearance, the box was surprisingly easy to handle. Within a few minutes, Jesper had dislodged it from its hold and carried it out into the sunlight. Inspecting the box carefully, 2 observations were made. Tometic symbols found carved on all 4 sides of the box hinted that the box was very old and likely not created by Urindian hands. It reminded him of artifacts from the Old World and was presumably crafted in one of the ancient realms. Secondly, the box was secured by a rusted yet robust padlock and would not open easily without a key. Jesper looked over to see the driver quietly observing from his indentured position. Do you perhaps have a key you can provide me to open this box? Without emotion, the driver replied, There is no key to that box. Jesper stood up. Easy enough, then. He headed over to a nearby rock of sizable dimensions and lifted the stone up, carrying it back to the box. If there was ever a time when that lock had been resistant to brute force, it wasn't recent. With one hit, the stone had completely shattered the rusted lock. He bent back down and opened the lid. Inside was an effigy, a crude figure chiseled from stone. Without too much deliberation, Jesper bent down and picked it up, somewhat surprised how heavy it seemed given how light the box had felt. Having expected to find something more akin to gold or gems, he looked questioningly to the man, hoping to find an explanation. The driver's smile had once again returned. You are cursed, boy, for deadly is the stone. You have opened that which should never have been opened, and you are cursed. Jesper carried the effigy over to the man and shoved it in front of his face. What is this? That's one. Feeling his disappointment rising to anger now, Jesper tightened his grip on the effigy. One what, you mumbling idiot? And in God's name, why have you no purse upon your person? The man did not seem intimidated. 1 pace, he added. He paused for effect. 12 more, and you will be dead. He only had a second to flinch before the effigy struck him in the head and put an end to his cryptic ramblings. If there was ever a time when the old man had been resistant to brute force, it wasn't recent. Jesper looked down at the sculpted stone figure now splattered red. Was it cursed? Was he cursed? He had of course heard stories of curses and had never doubted their validity in the past. But now that he was standing face to face with the possibility of being cursed, his mind pleaded with him to be skeptical. And if he was cursed, what difference would the knowledge make? A dozen more paces would not be enough to find another living soul, to say nothing of the chances of procuring a remedy. If he did not move from where he now stood, he could live maybe another 3 or 4 days, maybe more given the abundance of nearby berries. a plan that, if we ignore its obvious faults, might provide additional opportunities for help to come along. But what good would that do? To be discovered here, beside a body, stolen goods in hand, bloated from berries and raving about a curse that could very well not be real. No, it would most certainly be better to face one's fate now, take a dozen paces and see if life goes on. But Jesper found his legs unable to make that first step. His mind was unable to convince his limb to waste away 1/12 of his life in a single motion. Feeling the desperation sink in, he hopelessly looked about him for a solution, and if, by some stroke of luck, the gods had heard his plea, a miracle materialized before him, as if he found himself suddenly at the end of a fairy tale. 2 white horses and a carriage of golden trim were beside him, the answer to his immediate prayers. He laughed at his fortune and calculated the short number of paces back to the road. 4, perhaps only 3 if he jumped. He made a quick survey to see if there was anything he wished to grab before taking the plunge. He thought about removing the driver's fancy coat, as it appeared to be of some value, but the additional risk of undertaking such a task too great to chance. And so, after a profound breath, he took his 2nd, 3rd, and 4th steps, though they were quite large. Seated now behind the horses, he reached for the reins and suddenly realized that he was still gripping the effigy. If the curse was real, then it would most certainly be better left here. If, on the other hand, the story was fictitious, there might be some appraisal that could be made of the figure. It was, after all, found within a lockbox, whose typical function oft secures objects of value. Having witnessed firsthand the horrors of destitution, Jesper found in his mind equally reluctant to allow his hand let go. If it is cursed, I die. If not today, then tomorrow. And if I die, what care have I? And with that statement said aloud, to the horses, seemingly, Jesper took up the reins with confidence. Oh my goodness, this is such a long book, you guys! Okay, Diet Coke break. Yeah. Part 2. Below the Black Bridge. Miller awoke to some light nudging from familiar foot. Only one person would have the cheek to awaken her in such an ill-mannered fashion. Shaking the sleep from her eyes, she glared up at him in the darkness, but did not say a word. He nudged her again, teasingly, then stepped back into the dim. After taking a moment for her eyes to adjust to the darkness of the cave, Miller remembered. She was on 3rd watch today. Quietly collecting her things and wits, Miller turned as she left, waving to her young friend, who was more than likely already asleep. She crept through the cavern's main passage, careful not to wake the sleeping bandits around her. Like a hero in a book, she often mused. Quietly, she grabbed a bow from the haphazardly formed pile of weapons, shaking the accompanying quiver in the darkness to assess how many arrows it had. Then she walked towards the sun-drenched mouth of the cavern, ready to start her shift. Above her, in one of the few trees found in the canyon, Miller could see that Ravia was already posted. She waved, and Ravia waved back. Calling out to each other was strictly forbidden. Anything louder than a gesture in the canyon was forbidden. When Miller reached the tree, Ravia lowered a braided rope and pointed to the ground behind her. Miller turned, following the figure, and saw a pail of water resting beside a nearby log. She turned back to Ravia, nodded, and secured the pail to the rope. The pail went up first, and in return, Miller followed. Ravia reached across to grab the water. Miller leaned back to give her space. There was not much room for maneuvering in this tree post, a necessary concession for the concealment the outpost demanded. Ravia tilted the pail up to her mouth dramatically, illustrating how thirsty she had been. Miller laughed silently as water poured out, splashing onto Ravia's face. It was a bit too daring and noisy of a joke, and had the others been around, they would have certainly been scolded for the unwarranted sound. But Miller appreciated the efforts Ravia took to verbalize the silence of the morning. They had been on 3rd watch together for over a month, and during that speechless time, their friendship had grown into something special. Affection was unsurprisingly scarce among the unholy hounds. She had felt camaraderie before, of course, but intimacy, never. From their elevated vantage, the girls could see both the concealed entrance of the cavern as well as a clear view of the bridge that spanned across the canyon. Blackbridge was the link between the Gentry lands and the northern mountains, the overpass that connected Orris to Reddington. To the city-faring travelers of the realm, the bridge was an unavoidable crossing. In the day, the task was to ensure that travelers passed by without stopping. At night, the task was to ensure that they do. Like most of her band, Miller preferred the night. The biting glare of the sun might be tolerable to farmhands and bricklayers, but to a cavern-housed bandit, it was a source of constant annoyance. In the day, there was no shroud to conceal her expressions, nor to hide her thoughts. She felt exposed. Ravia touched her elbow and pointed up. Miller, striving to suppress a budding smile, subtly took her head in response. There were many signs the unholy hounds used in lieu of words, but the two of them had developed an extended vocabulary, gestures quietly forged in the shared solitude of their month among the branches. She watched as Ravia shifted, placing her palms flat on the floorboards beneath them. Miller knew what she was trying to say, but shook her head a second time. It was often more fun to pretend not to understand. Ravia rolled her eyes and turned away, looking back to the canyon. Squinting through the leaves, the two girls held still, watching and listening. It was not long until Miller, too, heard the sounds of approach. Ravia held up two bent fingers, and a few moments later, two men emerged from the bridge's southern end. They were dressed in a familiar uniform, long gray coats with black facings, white waistcoats, and black tricorn hats. They belonged to the local patrol, the Black Guard. Although not an everyday occurrence, their presence at Blackbridge wasn't an unusual sight. It typically indicated an important traveler's impending passage across the bridge, information that the girls would promptly relay to their leaders as soon as the coast was clear. But this report, while exciting, was rarely acted upon. In Miller's 5 years in the Unholy Hounds, she had never once seen a carriage taken in open daylight when the Blackguard was nearby. The men had nearly reached the bridge's north end when Miller heard the horses, faintly at first, but growing louder with each passing moment. Ravia's eyes met Miller's, the same concern mirrored in each other's expression. This did not sound like the typical carriage, cautiously approaching the bridge to cross. Instead of the familiar crunch of the high road's gravel, they heard the harsh clattering of hoofbeats against stone. Both girls quickly redirected their attention downwards, looking through the foliage. The sounds were not coming from the high road, but from the canyon itself. The horses were coming from below the bridge. In an instant, Miller had nocked an arrow and drawn her bow. Go. Ravia was gone before the whisper had even left Miller's mouth. The young scout was already sliding down the bank below, racing towards the cave. There was no road that ran below the canyon. There was no reason for numerous horses to be approaching their cave. There was only one reasonable conclusion, and both girls had reached it instantly. The base had been compromised. This was a Blackguard attack. The moment the horses came into view, Miller let loose her first arrow. She was surprised to see a carriage. She had expected cavalry. Before she had even finished processing that thought, her second arrow was in the air. Without a trail, it would be unthinkable for the carriage to traverse through such rough terrain, yet she watched as the wheels jolted over the rocky riverbed. A third arrow was now in flight, and there would be no need for a fourth. The driver slumped over just moments before the vehicle dipped into a small ditch, slamming into an embankment. The force of this sudden halt immediately shattered the two front wheels and catapulted the driver from his seat. Utterly confused now, Miller quickly glanced over her shoulder to see if any horses were also approaching from the rear. Down in the canyon, the entire horde of the unholy hounds came spilling forth from the earth as if hell itself had suddenly sprung open. The group seemed even more bewildered than Miller, half asleep and tripping over one another in a desperate attempt to engage an unseen enemy in combat. Miller could see Ravia among their number, the only one looking up at her. Her expression was chilling. There'd be no need for a silent gesture conveyed what they both now realized. They had made a mistake. The gang's chieftain, Joffrey Heartslasher, led the others, cautiously approaching the crashed carriage like a suspicious fox would near a baited trap. There would be no words exchanged as the group crept forward in customary silence. A dozen or so paces in front of the wreckage lay the far-flung driver, an arrow protruding from his broken body, and beside him, a blood-stained effigy carved from stone. Miller was inconsolable. Jesper had always been her favorite. He had always shadowed her in the night, clinging to the hems of her every move, the way a child trails behind an older sibling. Tender-hearted, she had always called him, though deep down she had known that wasn't quite true. His appearance of gentleness concealed a raw, resilient durability that emerged in the most perilous of situations. He had been a flower among the nettles of this cave, but he still had thorns, honed by a grim past and 100 hands of misfortune. They buried him in the darkness in the back of one of the larger cavern rooms. He was interred with a berry basket and a silk handkerchief that he had treasured. The mysterious effigy they had found beside him served as a distinguished gravestone, a marker that stood out as somewhat special among the rows of similar swords marking neighboring plots. No one spoke, not even in whispers. There was nothing to say. Miller awoke the next day to a thunderous shaking and rattling of the earth, a far cry from the playful nudging the previous day. She strained to adjust her eyes, but the choking string of stirred-up dust caused her to flinch. Panic was also in the air. The sounds of scurried footsteps and clattering feet filled the space around her. But even in alarm, the silence was louder. What was it that sounded so strange? Miller closed her eyes tight and used her feet to guide her along the passage. The whispers around her were getting louder. The intense voices could be heard ahead, louder speech than she had ever heard spoken in the canyon. The growing dread grew as Miller approached the mouth of the cave, her eyes now open wide despite the dust. Shouldn't it be day? Miller felt a hand in the darkness pulling at her. It was Ravia. The two embraced, and Miller did not need to see her to understand. Ravia placed two bent fingers against Miller's cheek, and with that touch against her face, Miller felt the same sinking feeling from the previous day. Two bent fingers confirmed what Miller had suspected. The girls had forgotten to relay one critical piece of information to the others. An hour or so later, the screams began. Blood-curdling cries of hopeless desperation. Captain Fodrick Lee of the Blackguard looked down from the ridge of the canyon to the collapsed entrance of the cave. Ah, he grinned. Now they speak. Wow! That's a really depressing story. Those poor people, they just got buried alive in their hideout. Also, hi Seth, welcome to Party. What's up? How's it going? I was reading a book when you got here, so. That was just a really sad book. They found a cursed stone, and then he died even though he had a thing. Take 12 faces, you'll die. He died anyway. If any of that has to do with a manor room, I have no idea. Maybe. +1 key for each bedroom in your house. Weight room, lose half your steps. I don't want to risk that. Let's do the bookshop. Not that I can buy another book, but maybe I just need to get over here. I'm sure, like, maybe it has to do with something. Oh. None of these are good. I mean, I may as well just take the gems, right? Yeah. It might have something to do with something. I'm sure it could be one of those things like, oh, if I go the wrong way, or if I go somewhere, I can, like, find the effigy, and then I only have, it'll, like, reset my steps to 12 or something, and then I die. Well, don't actually die, but you know what I mean. Like, then I lose that time. I don't have enough to buy anything here. But, like, I don't know. It's definitely an interesting... Should I spend a key on this? I'm going to. Oh, yes, that was so worth it. Spend 1 key to get 3. This one's I'm gonna choose a dead-end room for this. Security could be nice. Well, except, oh, I don't know. Dining room gives me more steps. Let's do that. Let's just take the extra steps, because I'm gonna have to walk around. Give me my food. I don't know, it was a good book. I liked it. Good story time. Good story time. We love. Tripped over my words only a few times. It's fine. You know, it happens. Okay, I need to go down through the den drawing room. Wait! Oh, I just fucked up. I thought I was already connected to the foundation. So all this time when I was looking at these doors, I thought I had this door open, but I don't. The reading nook isn't connected to the foundation. I just blocked myself out. And it's the one time I had the door open. No. I'm so upset. The curse of Black Bridge bamboozled me. There's nothing else I can do. I just have to call it a day. No. Oh, I'm so upset. I'm so upset. We're gonna end on the saddest note because this was gonna be my last day. But we did learn that the secret garden, first of all, you can just open through the house, thank goodness. And that also there's a lever in the secret garden. Yay! Garden Villa, 4 green rooms. Oh. Damn, I just fucked that up so bad. I'm so upset. Yesterday I stopped because I kept chopping myself like that. Yeah, I've done this a few times, I think. This is the one that hurts the most because that door was actually open, but it is what it is. We learned a lot this whole, like, what was this, day 20 through 26, so 4 days. We definitely learned a lot. This is definitely, like, the closest we've gotten so far, so that was fun. You'll get it. I'm sure I will. I just gotta keep going. This was definitely the closest one, though. That's such a bummer to end that way when it was just me not paying attention. Or, like, not paying attention correctly, I guess. But, alrighty. I think that's where I'm gonna end it today. This has been a little bit longer than I was planning on streaming. Bye, YouTube. Bye, YouTube. Bye, Twitch. Thanks, everybody, for stopping by and hanging out. I will be posting, like, updates and stuff on my socials, on, like, Twitter and, like, in my Linktree, there's my Blue Sky, and I posted there when I uploaded videos. This one will probably go out in, like, 2 days. Tonight or tomorrow, I'll probably put the first one of my Firewatch playthrough on YouTube, and here is a link to that again. Yeah. Follow me on Instagram or on, like, Twitter and Blue Sky if you want, like, updates for stuff. Subscribe on YouTube if you want to see the previous run or days of Blueprints. If you want to watch the playthrough of Firewatch that I did off of stream, that's gonna be the only place to find it. And that's where I'm gonna put all of my VODs in the future as well. And yeah, we'll be back probably, so loosely my new streaming schedule is gonna be didn't turn on my PNG tuber. Awkward. Loosely, I'm gonna be doing, like, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday in, like, early evening-ish, so, like, around this time. That's not set in stone. I think I'm gonna, like, kind of aim for that for a little bit and, you know, maybe shift and figure out exactly what times work and see if that works, but that is currently my plan. So for everybody on Twitch, I will hopefully be streaming again on Tuesday. For everybody on YouTube, whenever you're seeing this, my Twitch link is in my bio, and if you'd like to watch me play games live, hop on over, especially if it's a Tuesday or a Thursday or a Saturday. But with that said, thank you so much, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for playing the game or watching the games with me. And yeah, I think that's everything for tonight. Have a good rest of your day, evening, weekend, week, whatever time it is for you. And make sure you eat some food, drink some water, and make your brain say at least one nice good thing about yourself before the next time you sleep.